The sign up sheet for public comment. We're going to open with a pledge. We have briefing silence, and we're going to process our claims and minutes, and then we'll go straight into having 2 minutes for people that have public comment for those who have signed up. And during that time, I would ask you to be respectful. We're here to listen. Please no cheering, clapping, or booing, or anything like that. Let's just hear what people's comments are today. So let's start with the question. Flag is around the corner on the wall, so we have that couple directions. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Okay, first up, we need to approve the minutes from previous meetings, first being December 22nd, 2025, and January 6th, continuation of that meeting on January 21st. We've all had opportunity to read and review those minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the December 22nd minutes as presented, unless there are any additions or corrections? Ryan makes a motion to approve, by second. Supported by Craig. Any further discussion? Being none, all in favor as presented, say aye.
Aye.
All right, those are approved. Next up for January 6th meeting, 2026. We have the minutes and a chance to review them. We'll need a fair move to make a motion to approve those minutes as presented. Are there any additions or corrections?
Move to approve.
Motion made by Craig, supported by Ryan. Any further discussion? Not all in favor as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Then finally for January 21st, 2026, once again, if one of you initiate the move and motion to approve as presented, unless you know any additions or corrections. Motion made by Ryan, supported by Craig. Any further discussion? Not all in favor as presented, so.
Aye.
Approved. All right. Next up, we have the monthly payroll claim distribution. Check date of January 15th, 2026, $521,646.16. And the check date of January 30th, 2026, $552,028.34. Payroll total, including the holdings, is $1,073,674.50. Do I have a motion to approve monthly payroll claims distributions as presented?
Move to approve. Support.
Craig makes the motion, supported by Ryan. Further discussion? Not all in favor as presented, Sam?
Aye.
Approved. And then finally, our monthly claim distribution for February 2026. Claims of $1,539,563.30. Highway, $207,536.94. Prepays, $1,160,718.94. Health insurance, $139,485.67. For a report total of $3,047,304.85. We also had opportunity to review those claims. Do I have a motion to approve as presented? Ryan makes the motion. Support by Craig. Any further discussion? Not all in favor as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Approved. Cynthia, could you grab the sign up voice for us?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Brian, you got a shot clock? Okay. So we have 2 minutes for, if you have the opportunity for public comment. And then the commissioners will have some of our own comments to make. Please, the first one would be Dottie Warwick. State your name and address and go to the podium and speak to my check in, so I'm great. Thank you.
My name is Dottie Warwick, who's a partner of Notary Request. I have talked with the elected residents of numerous counties in the Township daily times. The Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission approved the creation of Jennifer in late 2025, which will operate as a generation only entity. How can the taxpayers of Jasper County and the commissioners of Jasper County rezone property, which I'm assuming will be sold to Amazon for millions and millions of dollars? A tech company. I feel like NIPSCO is like, assuming it's like they're promoting a tech company. Like they're working at a tech company. I don't know if that's the way going on. There is no written plan for this facility. There's no proven data of water consumption. The data set uses for 4 million gallons a day. And I don't understand where those things are at that time. Amazon should be here with building specs and blueprints and what they're going to use the water. I mean, they need to document who they're doing. And the thing I worry about more is the noise of the humming. I got the video if I have time to tell you where, but I played it, I was watching it, and I was nuts. So I think that people need to relocate. I think the company needs to pay an individual homeowner $2 million to relocate. And I think this bill, the problems with your utility, they need to work on lowering, asking for high rates, and working on managing their money that they have now. And people are suffering. So I'm afraid, grandma. Thank you so much.
And next up, Tony Stewart.
Morning, my name is Tony Stewart, 4401 Hawthorne Road. The first time I kind of spoke from limited education, the second time I did a little bit of research, exactly what's going to happen here where I live. This time it's basically just to the board with a few comments. This all started from just rezoning for what we didn't know why. You guys had no plans, just wanted to rezone. From a cheap zone, which is agriculture, to an industrial. Total transparency, we're not building nothing, maybe some peakers. To replace the pole, all about green deal. Well, the bottom line is, we know it's coming. Obviously, nobody here wants it. Once again, being in the union, I know there's about 1.5 years, 2 years worth of union work. And then other than that, our community is stuck with this, whether it's the grid, the water, the environment, whatever the case. The traffic, upgrade, construction, none of you guys live here. The thing that gets me is, I keep falling back to that transparency because you used it so many times. You guys are building out there now, and you made it very prevalent that it doesn't really matter what they say. You're already built. There's no fines, there's no charges, there's no nothing. It's a really good indication of big government pushing out the little people. You guys are supposed to represent us. I've already got an idea. Everybody here knows probably where the vote's going to go. I know the zoning's hard. We got to put some guidelines on what you're going to build. We really do. It's already been proven people have lost value on their houses, for solar fields, which we don't get that. So I guess I really put it on you guys, just remember, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, we're not gonna vote for you. Whatever your decision is, the damage is already gonna be done. Just remember, you can't expect people to come up and shake your hand. When you're making decisions, that's gonna affect all of us. I know it's not easy when you sit up there, I get it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Tony. Next would be Ann Sanders, I believe.
Right.
Morning. Anthony Andrew, 12613 in Port Field. Data centers are mainly driven by massive energy consumption, which will strain power grids up.
There you go, thank you.
Data centers are mainly driven by massive energy consumption, which will strain power grids and up utility rates for consumers, which is evident now. A single data center can consume as much power as 2,000 homes. It will use millions of gallons of water for daily use for cooling, and it will impact our local water supplies. Who will pay for our wells running dry if there's a drought? For one instance. The peaker plant they are in the process now of building will have its own issues to the people living by it. But by adding more noise pollution, adding high volume electronic waste, and limited long-term economic benefits to our community with the data centers potentially will be devastating to Jasper County. GenCo is a new, unregulated subsidiary business designed to isolate the cost of data center developers themselves, rather than sharing it among all customers. Critics such as the Citizens Action Coalition say loopholes could still leave everyday consumers paying for these data centers through a less regulated process. My husband and my bill, as well as many others, are seeing skyrocketing prices already. We as consumers are paying for something the majority of us do not want. Our actual usage of gas was $70.10, but our delivery charges were $104.75. We have been in our house for over 20 years, and this is the highest bill we've ever received. How can we be paying more for something that has been in place for over 20 years in our home than the actual usage of gas? We know the answer and say no to the data centers.
Well, next up, Rebecca Gilbert.
At the December 16th Planning Commission meeting, NIPSCO representatives were asked why they moved their groundwater testing wells and parcels 3 and 5 of the proposed rezoning area. The NIPSCO representative gave the answer to continue monitoring. This answer didn't make a lot of sense. They could continue monitoring without moving the wells. Since then, I discovered the 600-page report on the NIPSCO website. That NIPSCO report says they moved the wells in October 2025 to facilitate divestment of certain real estate. So they knew before October that they wanted to divest these parcels, but were not transparent when asked by our county officials about the moving of the wells. While NIPSCO has the right to divest these parcels, why would they not be transparent about that? And why would we have to find that information buried in a 600-page report? The 600-page report also contains information about how the pumping of groundwater affects the aquifer. Despite hearing alarmed citizens express their concerns about groundwater depletion time and time again, NIPSCO has not shared that they already have testing data on this. In the aquifer test section of the 600-page report, it states that at a pumping rate of 240,000 gallons of water per day, the drawdown was between 1 and 6 feet within 22 minutes. So not only is it untrue that pumping out groundwater wouldn't draw down the aquifer levels, NIPSCO's own report shows that it does. And on a second thought, I've been to several meetings, and the commissioners talk about how they've met with NIPSCO, they've talked to NIPSCO, they've had team calls with NIPSCO. So are those meetings actually legal meetings? When you probably had at least 2 of you on these meetings?
Barrett?
Second.
Sorry, thank you. Steve and Gail, is it Wooler?
Good morning, I'm Gail Bolivar, my address is 3219 West 1700 North Wheatfield. I'm a retired teacher. My concern about what we're doing with our county is what are we going to leave for our children? Our kids are our future, and I don't know if you're aware of it. But one of our larger exports from the state of Indiana, we have the best education system with 2 Big Ten universities. And we export our children to other areas of the United States and the world. We're not able to keep our kids here, partially because of the quality of living that we have here. I'm also concerned about the water. As a farmer's wife, we use the water to irrigate. Our water table fluctuates with the river. The consumption of water is immense, and you're going to dry us up. I also wonder, are we leaving ourselves open to a nuclear plant being put in here? I know that sounds far-fetched, but look at the restrictions that have been dropped on the nuclear building code. I also worry about our taxes. Who's going to be paying for all of this? But most of all, I worry about our kids. And what are we doing then? Thank you.
Morning, my name is Steve Walmer from Jasper at 3219 West 1700 North of Wheatfield. And as a farmer, I'm concerned about the river, number one. And we've witnessed the river go up and down. And when there's excess water, you'll probably have no trouble. What happens when we go through like a drought of 1980, where the river goes down to 2 feet? How are you gonna maintain your water? Are we talking about a dam in the river becoming regulated by whatever, whoever's gonna run this thing? Once we do that, then we're gonna have issues all over the county. The river dictates our drainage for miles away. And once we start messing with that, we're in trouble. And I'm also concerned about traffic and the road destruction. If we have something like happened over near Stampede, where they just totally annihilated our county roads and actually made them gravel until they were finished, who pays for all that? Who's gonna pay for the repair of our roads? I hope you have an idea on that. That's about what I got. Thank you.
Thank you. Barrett?
Part of Deer North 5298 East 1350 North, Sanford, which is in KIRPC Township near Tech. For the past few months, our community has been consumed by NIPSCO's petition to rezone 5 parcels of land, including a proposed data center. The planning commission heard hours of testimony nearly exclusively from citizens who are asking to deny the rezone. And throughout this process, we have heard NIPSCO say over and over and over that they want to be good partners with our community, while the community rolls their eyes at that sentiment. At the planning commission meeting, it was discovered that NIPSCO had plans to build the peaker 2 years before requesting rezoning, and indeed had started building the peaker without proper zoning. But they want to be good partners. Since the planning commission meeting, it was discovered that they are building the peaker without a county building permit. They want to be good partners. They never went through the drainage board before starting the construction of the peaker, but they want to be good partners. They moved monitoring wells that check for groundwater contamination that has already been found elsewhere on their property onto what appears to be the county right of way. They want to be good partners. 3 weeks ago, NIPSCO contractors were pumping water out of the county ditch for a quote, big project without a permit. And they want to be good partners. And and the website violation tracker shows that NIPSCO has paid over $600 million in penalties for various environmental, consumer protection, safety, and competition and other offenses. But they say they want to be good partners. Their actions have shown us for years what kind of partner they are and will be with our community, and they've not stopped showing us the past few months. When I built my house, I followed the rules. Before I even broke ground, I had a building permit and had the property inspected by the county to see if I needed a culvert for my driveway. But NIPSCO isn't following the rules. Their pattern of behavior seems to be proceed until apprehended, apologize, and say they're going to be a good partner. I ask you to vote no on Rezone.
Thank you, Barb. Next up, Ryan, is it Marion? Okay. Terry Boersma. Or is it Gary? Sorry.
My name is Terry Baldwin, 3470 Northeast, 500 North Wheatville, Indiana. I need a couple questions answered by you three, possibly representatives of NIPSCO. China has a landmass of 3.7 million square miles. Indiana has 36,000 square miles. China has a population of 1.4 billion people. Indiana has 6.9 million. China has 449 data centers. Indiana has 72. What's wrong with this picture? The United States presently, as of November of 2025, has 5,427 data centers. Germany is second in line. They only have 520. The UK has 523 data centers. China was at 449. Canada has 337. Russia has 251. Why do we need another data center? That's what I think. Here in Jasper County. Why? The second thing is the good neighbors that they keep telling us they want to be. At the last meeting, they said, well, we're a different NIPSCO. We're a new NIPSCO. We have a new CEO. 2024, NIPSCO had $7.7 million of fines for energy market violation. 2024, they had a $707,850 fines for utility safety violations. 2024, they had $213,600 fines for pipeline safety violations. I couldn't find the 2025 violation. Exactly. $9 million in fines. What is wrong? The NIPSCO paper plants is for fluctuations in green energy, solar and wind. That's what they're designing. So why didn't they build it in 2017? Or if you could rattle in 2017, when they knew the coal plant was going to be finalized in 2019. Look at the people that are for it, wearing suit coats. The people that are against it are in flannels and jeans and are missing work for years.
Thank you. Next up, Heather Eames.
Good morning. Thank you, Commissioners. I'm Heather Ennis. I'm President and CEO of the Northwest Indiana Forum, 6100 South Road, Portage. We are the 7-county economic development organization. As the voice of economic growth in Northwest Indiana, I know that investing in this new power generation and data centers will help our economy to prosper. Building 2 new natural gas plants means more power for cold winters like this, and to also be able to attract additional investment. Developing data centers means additional jobs so that we can bring our youth back to Northwest Indiana. These are high-tech jobs. I know there are construction jobs that go alongside of it, but as we look at the opportunity that's happening in Hobart, that's 1,100 full-time jobs that are going to be at those data centers, and those jobs are meaningful and more to bring back our youth. This multi-billion-dollar investment couldn't come at a better time for Jasper County. As we look at impacts around state actions and without a boost to local budget, Jasper County could be forced to raise local income taxes or underfund local services. So this could not be happening at a better time for Jasper County and its residents. Data centers generate millions of dollars in tax revenue, which will help fill the holes in the budget and help support community initiatives. And these companies that come alongside are generally great partners around STEM and educational processes as well. I know you've heard a lot of people in the community voicing concerns about projects' impacts on community assets, but much of this is misinformation. There's a lot of misunderstanding around impacts of this development. Again, water usage has continued to evolve. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak, and I would encourage you to support this. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. Next up, Brad Stevens. Say no. Randy, is it Allen here? Palmer.
I'll be brief. Randy Volunteer, business manager for Northwestern Indiana Building and Construction Trades Council. We represent the four counties, Lake Porter, Luke, and Jasper. 30,000 members, 33 affiliates, and 14 trades in the room that I represent. So I am speaking on their behalf. I do understand some of the people in the audience. I spoke at the last meeting. I feel the need to come to every single meeting and speak. You guys heard what I had to say. I echo Ms. Anderson's comments. I also feel for the residents that don't support it. I charge my business managers with reaching out to their members that live in Jasper County to do a kind of a poll what they want to do with this. More than 80%, and the silent majority, do want this project, but do not want to show up to some of these meetings for non-confrontational reasons and things like that. So I rise in support of the rezone that's in front of you. And I know there's some other from, Lake County or Porter County. You know what? We all breathe the same air, we drink the same water. If there was a air permit hearing in my area for the BP Whiting refinery in the U.S. field, I would appreciate anybody from around the state to come up and speak on it because it affects us all the same, in my opinion. And I was elected by my members that live in Jasper County to come speak for them there. That's why they didn't run for office, because they don't want to speak. They don't want to be a public speaker. So rise in support. I appreciate the due diligence, transparency. In the process, you guys put this through. I mean, things should be done for every project the way you guys done it. You should be proud of yourselves for that. So, in closing, like I said, I raise your support for the region.
Thank you, Randy. Myra Robinson.
Morning, my name is Myra Robinson. I'm at 351 East 1500 North. I am your neighbor, and I am your neighbor, and my concerns today is, not just for my community, but for myself and my family that live on that road. I would like to know, or have somebody, one of you, personally come and talk with us that live on that road. What are we to expect? I already have seen over the last year, the traffic, the big equipment trucks, they drive so fast. I was raised there, my kids were raised there, my grandkids were raised there. My grandkids would get on their bikes to go down to the ditch to go fishing. They can't do that anymore. We can't even ride our bikes on the road because it's dangerous right now. So as a resident and someone that has lived there most of their life, I think that respectfully, one of you should reach out and talk to us and allow us to know what should we expect as somebody living on your main road. And I would appreciate that. It's very easy to get a hold. So if you could do that, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Myra. Denise Wright.
Good morning, my name is Denise Wright. I'm with the Center for Workforce Innovations. We represent the 7 counties in Region 1. I'm here to just talk about our workforce and our working age population. Our workforce report shows that our prime workforce population is declining by up to 60% since 2000, and that's important. And what I want to say is that bringing this into Jasper County will really help revitalize your community. I want to kind of reiterate what Gail said. She's worried about the children. And I agree with that. Center for Workforce Innovation helps run the Work One offices, and we help support and instill the population to have better high-paying jobs. And that's what we want to do. I've personally been in the schools in the area, and I see the passion and the drive within our children. We want to keep them within your community. Bringing these jobs, bringing this to the economy will help make that happen. During the construction phase, hundreds of jobs will happen in construction. I believe Brandy, is that your name? Sorry, thank you, I was reading short because it's important that those jobs here over those years during construction will help our community. When the data center is up and running, even if there's only 50 full-time employees, we see at least 6 jobs per employee. That's over 300 jobs that we brought into the community after construction is complete. It's important to consider keeping our kids in our community. I've lived in the region my entire life. My grandchildren, my children live in the community. I want to keep them close to me. I want to make sure there's options for them and make sure that they want to stay in the community, bring them in. New industries attract new workers bring families, and families strengthen our schools, they expand housing markets, and they revitalize our communities. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else who wanted to speak or didn't get a chance to sign up?
Brian,
I'll sign up for you just so.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, for the meeting. Frank Newton, we feel Indiana, Southburg, whatever you want to call it, and by high school. One of my big concerns is, and I will say that one of the commissioners did touch base with me, and I appreciate it, on that subject, is public safety. This project during construction phase, especially for both the power plant and the Pest Center, it's going to involve thousands of construction workers. We feel currently has 1 ambulance and very small volunteer fire department. Day service is really small. A lot of guys that are volunteer firefighters with that force have to pay their fiscal bills, so they got to work in day service. So there's been many times I've seen one guy on fire truck during the day going to auto accident, going to the school for an emergency, whatever. You don't have the manpower to supplement NIPSCO's there to build the power plant. Data center as far as public safety standpoint. So I think it's important that we ask NIPSCO to provide within 30 days a comprehensive plan to do in-house at their expense ambulance fire service. Our community can't afford to take care of this massive construction project with what we got. Imagine telling a parent, their kid got hurt at Refield Elementary, they're bleeding all over the place. We call 911, but it's going to be the next 10 minutes because we got to get mutual aid from Keener Township to help the child. But it's bleeding down on the ground. Because our 1 ambulance is in its property. Same thing with transportation, travel through the area. We're going to see a massive amount more traffic in this area than I-65 or here in total. It's already been discussed with, I think some of you folks too, in the sheriff's department. We're looking at a massive influx of more vehicles on our roads. 49. So that's my big concern is public safety. One other thing too, outside construction companies from out of state are already staging in various areas around. We feel getting ready for the go-to, and they're already, the equipment's already here. So thanks, folks. Any questions? You can help.
Thank you, Brad. Okay, last call, you know,
My name is Marion.
go ahead, you're there, and then we'll have.
Okay.
Go
My
ahead.
name is Marion Hamlin. I'm with Ask me for Cypress Gardens, up in Vermont. I'm in the buffer zone, so I don't get to speak at the Vermont meetings. So I come here to speak, and, I'm very concerned about what's being said about the data centers. There's not going to be tax revenue. They're going to have a 30 to 50-year tax break. There's also, the long term is maybe 25 jobs. I looked it up on Grok. Remember on X.com, and I looked it up, and how many, employees are needed for a data center, and it's only like 25. And so this is what I see, and I look at the comprehensive plan, I'm reviewing the comprehensive plan, and I'm looking at, you know, all the work that's going to happen in Vermont. So, and I'm looking at, we have, 87%, we have 87% agriculture in 2022, right, when we did the review, the comprehensive plan. Now there's already been growth. I don't know what percent we're at for agriculture. 13% is set aside for, 13% covers it. Commercial and residential. So we want to be an agricultural community. We want to be rural. People here love the space. The reason why they moved here was because of the space. They're we escaped from Orland Park. That started out as a rural community, and then became economic development and built up all around. And so now we left and had moved back, and then when we moved back, there's lights shining in our windows. Oh my gosh, so it just changed so much with the mall and the big light. Like it's like light pollution everywhere. I love being here. It's nice and dark. So my concern is we're not really going to get the tax money. That's fine. We're not going to have a whole bunch of jobs. Like, you know, might ramp up, and then what happens is we ramp up the services, we ramp everything up, and then suddenly it goes down to 25 people you've just lost over a job. And 1,000 incomes, like income taxes, and now you're skyrocket. And that's my,
Thank you.
vote no, I do not consent to the data center, but figure it sounds great.
We need to thank you.
My name is Martha Mary. I live at 2267 West 1400 North Field. I seen on, I've done some research in Oregon in 2011. They put an Amazon data center in. And a rancher started noticing a lot of women miscarrying, a lot of rare cancers, a lot of kidney failures and stuff like that. They did research and did checking, and there were numerous amounts of nitrate in the water. My concern is the water. Our water table, you only have to go 20 feet to reach water. If NIPSCO puts a bunch of stuff in the aquifers, are they going to spend the billions of dollars to have water trucked in for us? Because we have no other source of water. We cannot get water from Lake Michigan. We are too far away. That is my main concern, because our wells are all we have. We have no other source of water whatsoever.
Thank you. Well, thank everyone's time and attention to our meeting here this morning, to share your comments. We appreciate that. I do want to thank the Plan Commission, because the presentation at the time was incomplete. And so this gave us pause, be able to do the research we're supposed to do as commissioners. I found that this job is less about authority and it's about responsibility. How we're going to be responsible for Jasper County and help to make it viable for decades to come. So there is provision. We are able to have gatherings, informational gatherings at times to gather more information. And we consider this project so impactful, transformational potential, that it was our responsibility to engage the locals. We We did talk with township officials, thanks to Ryan setting up some conversation up in Kankakee, Wheatfield, and Walker Township in the town of Wheatfield. We're fully aware it's gonna be impacting for this project. We're fully aware, we've had conversations with NIPSCO, and we're fully aware that they, have left many things incomplete. And we have collected $30,000 in fines for that from the building fee, the building permit. There is a drainage plan. They are checking the boxes. We're actually engaging with NIPSCO leadership, I would say, in an unprecedented fashion for Jasper County. Does that mean everything's perfect? No. But here's where we're at, folks. And this is, I'm being as sincere as I could be. And anyone who's seen me in county government for my past years would know I only know one way to do it, and this is it. We can say no today, and you're still gonna get a data center. There's legislation advancing through the state legislature right now that's gonna give the state authority to site a data center. And Jasper County is one of the specific locations, along with a few other, remediated coal sites, I think other places in Indiana where they're looking to do this. So here's where we're at, and this, as commissioners, here's what we're faced with as far as responsibility goes. Do we exercise and go ahead and make a vote to approve the rezone and leverage is the maximum amount of income potential for Jasper County that we can? Sure, there's a provision in the legislation that will have an economic development agreement provision, but at that point, we lose our initiative to be able to leverage maximum transformational impact for the county. Question was raised, who's gonna pay for municipal water potentially for Wheatfield and to help get what we need? It's gonna be this developer when they come forward. The process is, the question was, why can't the data center person come present this? Because the petitioner who owns the property has to be the one to make the petition. And if we get past this point today, then we can actually start negotiating aggressively. Here's my bottom line. I have listened to your concerns intently. I have talked with locals. I haven't been able to talk to all of you, but I know these two men have reached out. We've talked to the council here. We're not out on a limb here on our own. We have support. Because here's the question I asked the council. I said, do you guys want the responsibility of having technically more money than you can imagine to manage on behalf of Jasper County? That's a big burden. We can say no and let it go. Or do you actually negotiate now one of the most aggressive, lucrative deals for Jasper County in the United States? We have that opportunity right now. I never would have thought that would have been dropped on my lap. We took a visit to New Carlisle this last summer, driving home. The thing that was in my mind, all right, we need to do an offer management study. We need to get that going, which we're doing. And I thought, we'll be facing this topic in a couple of years. I think we all felt a couple of years. Fast forward a few months later, here we are dealing with the topic. Things are moving fast. We have the opportunity to address the needs. So yes, we're doing a fire service study. We're going to find out what it's going to cost to have to provide or what to provide partial or full-time fire coverage for Jasper County. Who's going to pay for that? The developer. If we institute a fire territory, that's a tax on you folks. And based on the study that was from the Volunteer Fire Association, we're 281% behind where everybody else is. So you're going to see a massive tax increase. And we have meetings with volunteer fire departments. I was told that a few of our departments, within a couple of years, won't have enough guys to answer a call, which echoed, I think, Mr. Newton's comment. We're gonna need more ambulances, and we're gonna have to raise the wage level throughout the county to be able to answer it. Yeah, if this process goes through, it's gonna be a beehive up there for 3 years, and then things will settle down to a new normal. So my personal concerns are, we have a list of commitments that we have been trying to develop here that will be attached if we approve this rezone. That have to be addressed. Or we can come back in a year's time if it doesn't get addressed and rezone it back again. So I'm taking it as absolutely serious as possible. We've driven the site. We've sat at the site. Ryan has gone up to Hobart and viewed that site. He even talked to some locals in another state, and I'll let him make comments about that. But we have the opportunity to be able to negotiate and capture enough revenue that we can put in trust and generate a revenue stream. For example, wouldn't it be great if we don't have to fund roads with a wheel tax? How about if we can avoid that? Who's gonna pay for that? The developer. So my position is, and I've told this to a lot of people, is on behalf of Jasper County, I want to get right up to the line of being greedy. And make even a bigger ask and secure it for the county. I want to set Jasper County up for success for decades. Here's the thing, this is a conversation we've had internally. We can say no, it's gonna get cited. Now we're gonna have to deal with all the influx without the resource to manage. And I don't want to be in that position. That's one of the greatest fears we've talked about. One of the great big concerns that we talked about, and we have insurance here, it's gonna be part of our conditions, is water. We have been told, and it's gonna be committed to, that these projects will operate under the current water permitted use that's been there for 50 years. Nothing new, not drilling new wells, working with the water they draw in and retain. Well, we're in a position that if they don't follow that, then you mitigate and you establish damages. We're gonna be able to cause them a lot of trouble if they're not willing to work with us. So that's really where I see it. I have two positions here. I can say no, and you're still gonna get it, and we're gonna be underfunded. Or I can decide to approve it, because that's what commissioners give the authority to do, and then negotiate aggressively on behalf of the county to get us the revenue that we need for decades to come. And like I said, we have not made this decision. I have not made this decision. I don't know what the guys are making. I have not made this decision in a vacuum. I've talked with the council. And they're willing to work through the process of what it's going to take to manage that kind of resource. So that's my comments. Craig or Ryan, you guys have anything you care to say?
Everybody in this room who knows me knows I've done this job a year and a month. Never in my life would I feel like I'd be tested to one of the hardest decisions I'd have to make in my life. I love this county. Lived here my whole life, 5 generations in this county. And seeing my back up against the wall by the state of Indiana has put me in a very, very piss-poor position. To have opportunities to sit behind the table, these two gentlemen, and some of the council members, to talk with these companies has been vastly beneficial. We all know collectively that NIPSCO missed the mark in October, missed the mark in December. We all know that, they've admitted that. We sat down, we discussed, we've seen, we know, we have a better idea and a better vision of what's going on. They checked the boxes. They paid the fines and they continue to do so. Having an opportunity this past week to took a road trip to North Dakota and sit in a restaurant. On my way out there, there's a town called Ellendale, North Dakota that's getting a data center that'll be almost 3 times the footprint of this one. Looking at the cranes, looking at the construction, seeing traffic. We pulled into town going, why is the truck in front of us going not a mile over the speed limit? That's incredible. Get in a couple days there, and I'm just thinking about the magnitude. I've sent videos of that construction process to these gentlemen as well as council. And then I sent a little bit of background. In a restaurant in a town of about 300 people in North Dakota, I sat next to a gentleman, started a conversation. He was from a mile inside of Minnesota and farmed ground outside of Ellendale. He told me he had no financial gain in this. I have nothing to do but believe him. It's just a conversation with a random stranger. He said the commissioners in that county have been so stingy. They said if they look sideways the wrong way, they'd shut that project down until it was corrected. 6,000 people put out of work for a day. That's a big financial hurt when they've got deadlines. And personally, if something to that magnitude goes through in Jasper County, I will use that executive power to shut that project down until they see that everything we ask for is being done properly and correctly. Whether we use our compliance monitor systems or we do it ourselves, we are a county manager or something.
The protection of the people of Jasper County is first and foremost in my heart and will always be. I want to continue a place for my kids to want to live, my friends to want to live, and my family to want to live. I want to see a future for this county and a prosperous future. When I'm sitting pinned against the wall, the best thing I can do is negotiate to the hardest extremity that I have. Anybody who also knows me knows I can be a royal pain in the ass. I think some people in this room know that. And they know I'm not going to let off. It takes one phone call and we'll shut it down. But just know that everybody in this room that's a resident of Jasper County, I'm thinking about you and I'm thinking about everybody, and I want to work with you guys continually. I want to work hard. Because if we don't do it, the state puts us in that position to do it anyway, we're going to get less than we're going to bargain for. So to conclude my thoughts, I appreciate those who are in support of a decision made. I understand everyone's concerns. We've heard them loudly, and we're taking everything into consideration step by step. From everything, police, fire, EMS, public safety, these are all strong concerns in all of our hearts. I can't reiterate that any longer. And we've got some thresholds to cross, but we will get them done. Thank you.
A lot of what I got to say has been said. It's a huge project, right? For those of you who don't know, my day job is an operating engineer. I was on the modernization program at Whiting, and there was 19,500 tradesmen in there every day. Anybody that's been with BP Whiting understands you get there through Indianapolis Boulevard or Dayton Road, and shoving that many people in that area every day and out every day relatively at the same time is a nightmare. I understand that. We're kind of facing the same thing here. Miss, I believe it was Robinson, lives on 1500 North. We've got to figure out how to mitigate that. We still got to do it. And we will do that, right? There's been talks of a road disagreement, and what that looks like internally. So we need to figure that out with NIPSCO on how you're able to get up and down the road, how your grandkids get on the bus, but they're still in the neighborhood. Those are huge, huge concerns, much like Ryan said, right? And it's not just you. There's people on 1350 that are going to be affected by this. Everybody in the town of Wheatfield is going to be affected by this from income traffic from one way or the other, right? And it's going to be an ongoing thing. We're going to affect Cal's. We're going to affect the north side of Vermont. Everybody understands that. We see what's going on now with traffic. You travel down 231 at 5 o'clock in the morning at 900 North. The people going to the solar project in Pulaski County. There's a stream of traffic coming from the west going east. Same thing at 5 o'clock in the evening when they're going back home. So mitigating that and having the opportunity to enter into those road use agreements early on plays part of what President Bontrager said. If we wait for the state to stop this on us, we lose that negotiation power up front. And it's evident, it's not a pipe dream. Anybody can look it up. It's House Bill 1333. I'm sure everybody in this room has made yourself well known on it. Make its way over to the Senate, and it seems to have quite a bit of support in that point. So the only place in our area that is affected by that is the Wheatfield site, right? From an energy production zone. I think there's 12 throughout the whole state, but this is the only one that matters to us, right? It's one Jasper County. So there is a lot to that. Be concerned about the water usage. Using the DNR permit that NIPSCO's had for the 50 years, I think allows them 63 or 68 million gallons a day of withdrawal. And to the point that we were told was 25 million has been their maximum, right? So we're looking at it being under that with the conversion of gas and to a potential data center. Not drawing it out of the ground, obviously understanding the gentleman's farmer that talked about the water table. You're going to see that, I suppose. But I don't know how much we're going to see groundwater affected by river discharge, right? Or with river withdrawal. It is comforting, I guess, in some aspects to know that if I can drill a well, it's going to be coming from the river. I am concerned heavily about the construction traffic. I think once we get past the construction phase, that's 2 to 3 years or a year and a half, whatever was mentioned there in the public is. We'll see a better place where we just have they work their going there, if that's the way it is going. No matter what, we do see the peaker units working. There's been ground clearing out there for the CCTT plant on the opposite side of the road. We're going to get those two projects regardless of how the data center pans out there. So, I think it is important. Many people talk about the future of our community and our children. I've lived there all my life. I'm at the end of 49. I have 2 children and neither one lives in Jasper County anymore. I want to see them getting back to Jasper County and in hopes that by spring of this year, I'll have one of them back here. It's very important to me to keep my roots here. It's where my family made a living at. It's where I want to continue to make a living and where I want them to be able to find jobs, and build a household and raise grandchildren closer to me and where we all came from. So it's nothing that we've been taking lightly. Ryan touched on the point of the construction compliance monitor. It's been huge. Yes, again, we've seen the best production of that through the windmill process in Carter Township. They were absolutely an asset we couldn't go without. Whether it's that, whether it's multiples or potentially a county manager, whatever the agreements look like, should this go forward, is the letter of the law that we're going to enforce on whomever. And I mean, that's our commitment. All 3 of us are committed to that. We want your input on that. If it goes to the point of what you want to see, you're the people living there, right? You're the people that are trying to deal with it every day, trying to get to your jobs, get your kids to school. We need your input on those things so we can get your concerns built into those potential agreements. I appreciate everybody's outcry and coming out and sharing your concerns, hopefully getting answers from us, getting answers from the planning commission. Hopefully this turns out to be the project that we hope it will be for Jasper County in the long term and be an economic punch to the county that we've seen.
Thanks, fellas. All right, so you have, laws to take up. As you know, it's, essentially 2 parts. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so in information gathering, we have been working with establishing a list of commitments that would be attached to what the data center parcel would be. NIPSCO has received that from us. If you have any comments based on those commitments, based on what we had sent, go ahead. Yeah. And then after your comments, I'd like to read these.
President Barrett, with respect to the commitments that are attached to the data center, we're agreeing with those commitments for, we're confident we can work through those details and meet those commitments that you requested.
Can you confirm the equipment of the value as to the 70 versus resolution?
Yeah, point nine. Yeah, we've spoken with potential developer and I think they can work with that.
The 60 bucks.
The 60.
Okay. All right, so we've been gleaning concerns from the public. And these are commitments that we would be attaching and would accompany the rezone for that parcel. So there's no value set to these, but these are tenants that have to be agreed upon then so that we can get the things we talk about as far as public impact. Jasper County Board of Commissioners commitments. Number one, developer of data center on the subject property, legally described on Exhibit A, shall be responsible for 100% of any costs for new construction or upgrades to existing infrastructure, the electrical grid, sanitary sewers, municipal water directly attributable to the operation of the proposed data center, as agreed or contracted with the utility agency responsible for such utility service or infrastructure, each party acting reasonably. Point two, all water utilized by the data center for cooling purposes shall be under and in compliance with the existing Northern Indiana Public Service Company LLC NIPSCO permit to draw water from the Kankakee River. Water used for cooling shall be discharged back into the river in accordance with existing or required discharge permits issued by the federal, state, or local government agencies with appropriate jurisdiction. Point three, the developer of the data center shall pay for repairs to the existing roadbed and or road surface along the perimeter of the site that is caused by construction traffic associated with the data center development of the subject property. As reasonably determined by the Jasper County Highway Department on a schedule mutually agreed upon by the Jasper County Highway Department and the developer and pursuant to a road use agreement or equivalent. Reasonably acceptable to the parties thereto. Point four, prior to the issuance of a certificate of occupancy for any data center building on the subject property, the developer of the data center shall obtain written documentation from NIPSCO that sufficient infrastructure and capacity is either already available or will be constructed at said developer's expense to provide for the operation of the data center. Subject to any proceeding before the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission as applicable regarding the provision of services by NIPSCO to the data center, such new capacity shall have no material increase to utility rates or material adverse impacts to utility services provided to the surrounding utility users or infrastructure as determined by NIPSCO's filing with the IURC and as approved by IURC. Prior to the issuance of the certificate of occupancy for the data center, the operator of the data center shall prepare and file an emergency management plan for approval by the Jasper County Board of Commissioners. The emergency management plan shall be updated as reasonably required by the County Commissioners. Six, the final site plan, landscape plan, and building elevation shall be submitted for approval by the County Commissioners prior to obtaining an improvement location permit for each data center building or buildings. Point seven, within 90 days of the adoption of the rezoning ordinance, the developer, which is yet undisclosed, or the proposed data center shall enter into a mutually acceptable community enhancement agreement or equivalent with the county commissioners, which will provide for, among other things, a series of contributions to be made to Jasper County or other agencies or entities within Jasper County as reasonably determined by the county commissioners. As a result of the development of the data center, if a community enhancement agreement or equivalent is not entered into within 90-day time frame, the no permits for the data center shall be applied for or issued, and the developer shall initiate the rezoning of the subject property back to the A1 zoning classification, or the county commissioners may initiate such a rezoning if the developer fails to do so within 10 business days following the expiration of the 90-day time period. Point eight, the only permitted use of the subject property should be that of the data center as described in the application for rezoning or otherwise adopted by the Jasper County zoning administrator. Point nine, any data center building should not exceed 60 feet in height unless additional height is approved by the Jasper County Board of Zoning Appeals, excluding any rooftop mechanical equipment and rooftop access elements, meeting the requirements of Jasper County Unified Development Ordinance unless otherwise approved by the Jasper County Board of Zoning Appeals. So those are the commitments that will be attached to the property. So whoever that developer is, take on the project, they have to agree to that. Then we get to sit down with them and actually hammer out what those numbers are. And so we're getting an idea of what those costs would be for Wheatfield, Walker, King, Townships, to be able to provide the kind of service that it's going to take. We are working on funneling a road use corridor. And So these are ongoing discussions, and as you can see, we have a lot of leeway here to make sure that we can mitigate as much as possible during construction, the difficulty imposed upon you folks who live up around them. Is it gonna be perfect? No, it's not. Gonna be things to have to deal with? Absolutely. But we're engaged in the process. And we did have a discussion with the mayor of Hope. And you folks have seen the kind of money they're gonna be able to capture from that project. I've stated all along, my preference is one and done. I think this is enough. Let's get this done, see where the dust settles. Manage that resource and keep life here as close to the normal that we enjoy as possible. I had one fellow reach out to me as an accountant. There's 12,000 households in Jasper County. These were estimates, some assumptions were made. This one project could be the equivalent of adding 6,000 more households. Without all the baggage that comes with adding 6,000. So that's where we're at. You've heard our process, you've heard our thought process, our discussions, our line of thinking. And like I said, my bottom line is my responsibility as far as being a part of this team to position Jasper County to be viable for decades. My comments, any other discussion on this? In regards to the NIPSCO, we have received the unfavorable recommendation from the Plan Commission. It is within our authority and responsibility to be able to choose to be favorable recommendation for the parcels that would be for the CCGT and then for the data center. Right around any comments. If not, would one of the gentlemen want to move and make a motion to approve a favorable recommendation for this reason? Okay. I will second that. Any further discussion? Not all in favor as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That is approved. Thank you all for your input. It's very weighty, and we know we have a lot of work to do. We also have a couple other rezone requests that we need to handle at this time. Mary, do you have any comments that you want to make for someone?
I've got three zones, one going from A1 to A2 for the 24-acre parcel for a 2 lot subdivision. You now recommended to approve. That was in Marion Township.
All right. You've heard Mary's comments concerning the request for that rezone and favorable recommendation from the Plan Commission. If one prepared to move, make a motion to approve. Approving that favorable recommendation.
So, four.
Motion made by Ryan, supported by Craig. Any further discussion? Being none, all in favor as presented, say aye. Then finally, the last one.
Okay, every IP is in KIRPC Township, 20-acre parcel. And maximum. Okay, so the other one is the fourth half, in the hanging road down to the 245. You may have something recommended.
You've heard, Mary's recommendation summary of this rezone request with favorable recommendation from Plan Commission. Do I have a motion to approve that rezone? Motion by Ryan, supported by Craig. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor as presented, say aye. Aye. Please approve. Okay, next up, we're in work with financial remedy. You know what you want to bring up?
He has, but I think you guys could do it over an email. They've got some training that got moved. And so and it's involves some overnight. And
So
he asked you about,
to go to training?
yeah, so I think it's an email thing gonna be handled.
Well, you can decide on that. You've heard, Diana's brief description, it's a training for the coroner's office, personnel. One of you make a motion to approve that. Craig makes a motion, Ryan supports, any further discussion? Being none, all in favor as presented, so. Clerk Kara Fishburn here to talk about voting locations.
She did, see,
Oh, she's in one.
she did send it from this.
Okay, all right, go ahead and read those. These are the proposed vote centers for this primary election. Vote center number one is Community Bible Church, 814 North Allen Street, Vermont. Vote center number two, American Reformed Church, 1021 South Allen Street, Vermont. Vote center number three, Wheatfield Public Library, 350 South Barrett Street, Wheatfield. Vote center number four, First Church, 5387 West State Road 10, Wheatfield. Vote center number five, Walker Township Fire Station, 500 West and Rezone, Wheatfield. Vote center number six, Brushwood United Methodist Church, 5474 West 200 North of Rensselaer. Vote center number seven, Rensselaer, 1417 East Grace Street, Rensselaer. Vote center number eight, Jasper Fairgrounds, at its location of 2671 West Park. Vote center number nine, Tri-County Bible Church, 5856 West 1050 South Rensselaer. Vote center number 10, Remington Library, 105 North Ohio Street. If one of you want to move and make a motion to approve those vote centers as presented by the clerk, Kara Fishburn.
So, support.
Motion made by Craig, supported by Ryan. Any further discussion? Not all in favor as presented, say aye. That is approved. Diana, you're up next. We have something to talk to us about SAM.gov.
I didn't write a paper because I sent you guys the email. Just basically need to know if you want to do the 1 year pricing at $5.99, 2 year pricing at $9.99, the 3 year at $12.99, or the 5 year at $19.99.
What?
This is so that we can get grants from the federal and state government. And I believe, Ed, it's got something to do with the Department of Transportation, you guys dealing with that. And so that you can get things like that.
Okay.
So I mean, in the long run, we get more than this back, but if we don't do this, we can't be eligible.
Okay. Would you want to read just those prices?
That's fine. The 1 year was $5.99. The 2 year is $9.99. The 3 year is $12.99. And the 5 year is $19.99, which is the bigger bargain. You're almost getting 2 years free it's between a year and a half and a year and 3/4, basically, free of that 5 years.
Okay.
So, but I understand money's tight and everything else, so I'm thinking 2 or 3 years, but tell me what you want me to do.
Greg, Ryan, do you have any thought on that? There's any question?
I would think that we're gonna spend money on doing it, I would take the biggest savings, 5 million.
But motion.
I make a motion on the, accept the 5 year contract.
Okay. Support. Craig makes a motion for 5 year plan, Ryan supports, any further discussion? Not all in favor, as presented, say aye. Diana, anything else for your office?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. Next up is purchasing. State Streets for all invoice, 5937. Bill, is this a, you wanna just make a comment on this at all, is just on the, or Jack, you wanna make a comment on the Safe Streets for all, just for people to have a understanding of what we're, we've got an invoice here for 5,937. Take it away, Bill. Or passing, literally passing.
Well, good morning. Yeah, the Safe Streets for All, we, assisted the county in applying for that grant, through the federal government, and then the county, was awarded that grant. The selection process has been carried out, several firms submitted proposals. The county staff selected Butler Permanent Cypher for the project, so we're working on that agreement right now and expect to have it at the next commissioners meeting.
And then, but this is probably, KIRPC's doing their own site study, is that correct?
Yes, and the county is still participating in that.
Okay.
Yes, yep.
Thanks, Phil. Okay, further remind me when you guys want to move and make a motion to approve this invoice from KIRPC for our participation in the overall Safe Streets for All.
I'll make a motion to support.
Ryan makes a motion, Craig supports. Any further discussion? Not all in favor, as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Approved. And we need a request to Eric George from Parkland. Talk to us about, I don't know if he's here, is he online by chance? Do we know anyone? Wants to be Eric George? Basically,
I don't see anyone.
we're looking at a couple quotes to have an overhead digital projector and a screen, or a large TV on the stand to make presentations at our forum location more visible to everybody. So we'll, what's that? Not on.
No, he's not.
All right, so we'll have more about that next time. Very good. Jasper County Community Services, Pest Control. Sharon? What? Hello, Sharon?
Have your paperwork there in front of you, or they documents? Oops.
Do you have your paperwork there in front of you?
Yes.
Just a couple of things, if they're minimal, here's what you say. Basically, I think for Ryan, the, pressure valve, water hole, on the building tank at, Foster Center is complete, and are we able to?
Yes, it was for fire, so we would know, just, usually yesterday they sent the invoice, and then soon that will track the original invoice from the incorrect file, and place payment on the new one.
Yeah, personally, on behalf of the board, we thank you for your intervention with that, and go Michelle. Thank you so much. Just an update, it's been a couple months since I've been in front of you, but everything is complete. Yeah, if you're going with plumbing, the replacement furnace is installed, everything is working well, no problems, and while we are also asking about building which project is completed. The only thing that appears here today on behalf of community services, building in Rensselaer and deposit centers, is the contract for pest control services. Right now, I believe that, as a commissioner-owned building department has planned, we have to use a reliable exterminators, and they came out multiple times and talked with me, and that recently we kept, you just presented the contract. I think it's the same as we had before, but, the services are on hold right now, which would be this contract, and community services in Rensselaer, and also the Foster Senior Center be included in the county building contracts. And just to see these, so we can pass these out very quickly. The signature.
Here with your text and down to done. Yeah, so, thank you.
There you go.
I give it to you, you can make me a copy.
Standard contract, the other county increase, this chart is 65, they did come out and do a service of auditing, but to just, clear things, we decided to look at pay back one, your approval for your floor contract, $65 service charge, and the $250 charge they come out, I need to do a special treatment during the year, total estimated cost for each building is $890. All details of services noted on contract.
Yeah, for some reason, it missed out on the last contract. And the reason this kind of came to be is because the manager over at the law center signed an invoice off, not understanding the taxation contract. So they just thought they were signing off on the receipt. So we put some phone calls, we got that back to that, that's awesome, we paid it out. We gotta put it on the rest of the contract, so the rest of the building.
I think this fits in with everywhere else as part of what we're paying there too,
So it
so.
was just oversight, and years ago, when the original contract was signed.
I'd make a motion to approve the contract.
Recommend support, approve the contract, Ryan supports, conclude discussion. Being none, all in favor, as presented, say aye.
Thank you very much. That's the final approval for a payment to Henderson Plumbing. We've had a lot of open piping situations in the kitchen at the Boston Center over the years, and they came in with some rerouting with piping and drains. Took out the invoice in front of you, total estimate or total billing, was thinking I can have a chance to follow anyone else, $489. And that payment will go directly to the end.
All right, Craig or Ryan, would you want to make a motion to approve that invoice for that?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Ryan, supported by Craig. All in favor, as presented, say aye.
And if you want me to mail in the contract, then the fine here will refer to take care of. You're signing contract now, you want me to mail that in or?
We're relying on, we signed 2 documents, so you have.
What's for final, what's for?
Okay. Diana or Cynthia, you guys see the provide us copies of the signed, contracts for reliable.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for the cash.
What he said to me, so I know.
And moving ahead forward with the meeting. Thank you so much.
Okay, next up, Craig, this is kind of tough, we talked about it. Maybe talk to Vince, was that working for us, or need to know, or even maybe have Treasure Gilbert to get that qualification.
Actually, we're talking around that, that's very office. He's on the short chain here, and they haven't had a notary out there that's been using, Attorney Beaver's notary for our minutes. So it was brought to my attention that they'd like to get, Treasurer wants to be a notary public so she can notarize our minutes. Mary Cherry is a notary at the courthouse, and talking to Mary this morning. The county reimburses the facing fees for going to the desk and reviewing her notary every year. So I would, there's no concern of entertaining motion to, or I did make a motion to proceed with Treasure Gilbert.
Yeah. Craig makes a motion to have Treasure be able to, get a notary full certification, county expense, for a second. Supported by Ryan. Any further discussion? Being none, all in favor, as presented, say aye. All right. Kate Barrett from the Health Department. Good morning, Kate.
With the approval of the
Go ahead and get a little closer to the mic there, sorry. There you go ahead, yeah.
The approval of HR and the general department. They need to have funding before the thing that 5 states. These states for rail drivers and fire crews, so they weigh between 7 and 7 pounds and 9 to 65 pounds. We brought full to today to the special state involved in the company that installed the thing for time. That is for $825 for the file. Didn't know you wanted to proceed with that and look at more of the located company. We just need to have that done in more.
So the next month or so.
Yeah.
They have $825 to move them, within your scope.
Within the office.
Without tearing the place up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are rather large.
Yeah.
Is that something that at the same time we can get you one to move from the shop? You know, what it is?
I think that we can have that.
Would you mind?
Yeah.
I'm looking right now as a speak, because it failed to, add another option for you to, get price up.
Okay.
All right, I'll give it to you when I'm here.
Great.
Thanks.
We'll get back with you on that, but thanks for presenting the, any other updates or news from your department?
Just a couple of things I got issued, shorting has a couple of meetings to go to, one in February and one in March, but we'll require one of my states for the ISO certification, which you have to do. The other one is the fourth one, that the legal system, which should also. Formal.
You've heard the need for Georgia to receive additional training. With one of the gentlemen, we will make a motion to approve, that training for the job.
Make a motion to approve. Support.
Was made by Ryan, support by Craig. Any further discussion? Not all three of us present, so.
One last thing, I have the telephone members that have already been approved and raised my hand because it's the very first meeting of the year. This is just the paperwork that you need to sign off on, just like the done state or in compliance with that I see code, but that's what you want to do now.
Sure, yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, next up, we have Ryan Hannon here from Grace Point Resource Center. Give us an update on their services and requests. Good morning.
So as was already mentioned, my name is Brian Hannon. I'm the director of Grace Point Resource Center in Rensselaer. I'm here today to, first of all, thank you for your support in 2025. Give you a brief update on what we accomplished last year as a result of your support, and then also request support for this coming year from the opioid fund to help us continue to expand our efforts here in Rensselaer. Provided you with our mission statement, and I just want to share a little bit about some of the resources that we have and the ways that we're serving the community. First of all, we help people with many different life challenges, besides just addiction, things like marriage, parenting, anxiety, depression, anger, grief, suicidal thoughts, and things like these. No matter what someone's struggle is, we have resources available to help them. We're located in downtown Rensselaer at 204 West Washington Street, where we've been for 6.5 years. From our grand opening until now, we've served over 2,000 people. We've had over 15,000 interactions with them through our various services. We've offered over 5,000 hours of free counseling and 4,000 hours of free classes. And all of our services are completely free to the community, and we're supported completely by grants and donations. So in particular, how do we help those struggling with addiction? We offer two key types of care, one being preventive and one being remedial. And what the difference is, preventive care offers support for struggles like grief, anxiety, or depression before they lead to the struggle with substance abuse. By addressing root causes early, we help prevent addiction before it begins. We also provide remedial care, which is directly supporting those who are already struggling and battling with addiction. And there's three primary ways that we do this. First of all, we offer individual counseling by appointment. That would be on a weekly basis. And this covers any issue that anyone has, whether it's addiction or the other things that I mentioned, anxiety, depression, things like that. All of our counselors go through an 18-month certification process before they can join our staff. We currently have 9 certified counselors and plan to add more soon. One of our counselors has received extra specialization in addiction counseling and is currently completing the requirements to increase her training in that regard. In 2025, last year, we offered 910 total hours of free counseling, and 212 of those hours were helping those struggling with addiction. And also the family members of those who struggle, which is also a big part of the challenge. As far as group classes go, we offer several group classes. The one that probably is most beneficial for those struggling with addiction is our grief share class and our other grief classes. Many people struggling with addiction, they have some sort of loss in the background that they haven't fully recovered from, and so we help with that. We also offer quarterly CPR classes for free, and part of that training is teaching people how to use Narcan in the case of an overdose. So those are some of the resources that we offer. I just want to share a quick testimony of a person that we served last year who was struggling with addiction. And she said, "I came to Grace Point for help with my addiction recovery and grief from the loss of a child. I used to think my life was purposeless and hopeless after losing my child. And addiction was the only logical way to numb myself from the pain of loss and failure. I can now see my worth and that I do have a purpose. I'm finding the strength daily through Jesus to do the next right thing, to allow him to guide me to whatever it may be that he has planned for me with a sober mind and a repositioned heart." That's just one example of someone we were able to help last year. We're very thankful to do so. So in conclusion, we offer 3 practical resources that directly address the addiction problem in our county. And we're requesting $15,000 from the opioid fund to help us continue to offer these resources for free to the people that need them. I've shared with you, the second page I shared with you is our operating budget for this year that shows our total expenses. And the reason why it's low is because we depend on about 25 volunteers to serve in our ministry. And so we only have 1 paid staff member at this time. So are there any questions?
Any questions? Remind you may have already said, how many years have you guys been in operation?
6.5.
6.5.
October 2019 was the deal.
I'm reviewing the fund balances that we have for the restricted funds, which Grace Point would, applicable, since they're very much like House of Grace. One we've got in here, if you don't have any questions, if you want to jump in and move, make a motion to approve this grant request for Grace Point. Motion to approve Grace Point. Ryan makes the motion for a second.
Support.
Craig. Any further discussion? Being none, all in favor as presented, say aye. Aye. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Thank you, for your volunteers for doing, continue the good work. Just be sure to make sure you get with the auditor at some point. Make sure you're able to set up the process.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Frank.
All right, Sarah, here?
Commissioner, on the agenda, it has Jasper County Economic Development listed as an additional contribution request. I don't know why it's listed like that. We did invoice the county for our typical amount that we received.
So basically just getting on the radar for this year's budget.
Yeah, traditionally we send our invoices in January, that goes out to all of our, communities that we work with all four of the towns in Jasper County, incorporated towns, as well as the county. So that's, we have not changed the amount, that's what we have requested for the past 10 years.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think it was additional, but while you're there, do you want to share any summary thoughts about the cure act? No.
Yes, on Friday, Jasper County and, the other counties in the KIRPC Regional Planning Commission, have been going through we call it the Ag Accelerator. And it's something to work with the agriculture assets in Jasper County. We received a Ready 1.0 grant, us and the other 5 counties that are were in the original document. And then we included the additional 2 counties, we brought them in a little bit later. So that was really great. That event was on Friday. We had elected officials and state leaders there to kind of talk about the process and how we have gotten from an initial planning document as far as just looking at our assets in the area and then to where we are now, just how we're leveraging those assets to get additional investment in our agriculture in the area. So it was really great to have majority for Jasper County to really show up. I think we have the most officials there. We are the lead county for the ag strategy with a grant administrator. That's what JC does for this. So it's really important for us, not just as an office, but for the area that this continues to have momentum. And that's kind of what we're talking about. Talk about where we have gotten to and then where it needs to go as the grant winds down. So we're hoping that KIRPC takes on this plan and in the near future, and then has like a dedicated economic development person to agriculture because the shared asset throughout our region. North that's produced in Newton County might be processed in Jasper County, mint and black bag processed.
Yeah, the takeaway was, we need value assets here to process how we run ag products as much as possible and get those outlets in place. So that's, it's good information. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Any more questions, Brian? Thanks, sir. We do have a bit of a business. Is Jim or Lana still here? Yeah. Oh, they're sitting right up front. I'm not used to a big room here. Take my glasses, so I like to see better. So, yeah, I can see. Oh, Lord. Anyway, what do we got for us this morning?
Got a couple things for the weed board. First of all, last month we talked about employee job description and getting permission to go ahead and start looking for an employee. I apologize, we didn't get things to you quicker, but we have submitted it to you and if you guys can like prove it, like with at least starting to talk to you about the new job for the weed board director.
Yeah, you emailed it, I had a chance to read through it, it looked pretty comprehensive, to me. And I didn't really have any additional questions concerning it, either Fred or Ryan. Basically, the position would be funded, $25,000 by the county, $20,000 from soil and water. And then we've got $1,500 from Jasper Newton Foundation, with $2,500 from Jordan Township, so forth and so on. So you've got a nice package here put together. That hopefully we'll get, somebody that answers the qualifications that wants to do the job.
We still are chasing some grants. We've got a couple that once went in already, and so we don't have that number. Weed board meets on the 11th of February, and we'd like to, I didn't have a hard number to send to you guys and be able to work on the details of how we can pay position.
So I know we need to get the sheriff, the actual vehicle, and so forth. What's your timeline? You're gonna probably be in need of that.
Yeah.
March?
Not before the first of March.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, any questions for Jim?
And then the other thing was the MOU we talked about last month between the soil and water and the county, and you have changed, is that in order?
Very good.
I had a little bit of a log jam left in the weeds. Yellow.
I believe I think we're gonna just, we'll call the meeting in 2 weeks, not continue in 2 weeks, so I think we're gonna do. So we could probably have that for some 17th, to be able to deal with that.
That'd be great for us when we have all our details.
Right, after the meeting.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You have something?
All right, appreciate it, thank you. Janet, any other business, from you?
We do not have any right of way permits. Those that have the workshop Friday at Bridge 88, Jacob Crow, we can one.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah,
that'd be great. Yeah. So for anyone who couldn't have heard online, no very capable minutes today. We talked about Bridge 88, which is the road on County Road 1000, kind of makes you do a hitch through there, and it's been a problem. We're looking at getting that straightened out, literally. Jake?
Thank you, Jake Cameron, about the Fairgrounds site. We've talked about the Bridge 88 project now for quite some time, as it relates to the county's priorities as a whole, especially bridge, and especially improvements over time. And you've had in front of you agreement for professional services related to all aspects of what would be required to bring forward Bridge 88 for public bid beginning of 2027. Project will include a realignment of the bridge, including a realignment of the intersection, as well as working with the timber ditch into the river. We had a meeting with the residents that was impacted, everyone on board with the project. So we're looking forward to getting that started, if you all choose to do so through the approval of the agreement.
Jake, come and check.
Same as what you've seen in the past, email.
Right. Right around, you guys are kind of the infrastructure. First, any thoughts?
Well, I know you were out Brian, but to bring you up to speed on this, I know originally we talked about this, adding two divisional decks and going across the north and south. That has proven not to be the most economical way to do it. Actually removing it, putting a box culvert in there. There was some questions from landowners about, the amount of water that can flow through the box culvert. Duly noted that the box culvert would be large enough to allow more water than the bridge does currently. But it did make a difference, about $1 million to go with the box culvert. So it was a good meeting. Everyone was there except for one landowner on board. When I say that, I mean every landowner that touches the bridge now. And our understanding that the process of permitting, if we go forward with it, would then set back the cleaning and ditch till likely fall of 27. So they were agreeing to that. Yeah. So just bring you up to speed with where we're at now.
Vince, you helpful, do you have any comments on Bridge 88?
No, I think you guys covered it. We'll get into more details when we get the design. But we'll, we are gonna clean the ditch in conjunction with that, I guess. That's
Right.
the thing.
All right. Yeah, that was kind of the whole point, trying to minimize the inconvenience to one time do the ditch and the bridge at the same time. So yeah, this is a topic we've talked about for quite some time. With one of the gentlemen want to make a motion to approve the contract as presented by BFA concerning the issue of Bridge 88.
And make a motion to move and approve the contract.
Support. Motion made by Craig, supported by Ryan. Any other discussion? Not all in favor, rest of the same. Aye. That's approved.
Thank you.
Okay. Eric, do we have any business meeting? Yeah, that's the. Seven. Agreement that, that the county will review for, farm bill. That would, provide told me to do a study in county, fire, resources and, you know, the path forward with different options. And I would do that, and I'm fine with that. I don't know what company I have. I thought be available to, the discussion to be. Full price of the study is, $44,000. And, the, point, so to bring everybody up to speed on that, that is the contract with, Von Bill for K2 Design in Indianapolis, which is gonna do a fire service study for the county, which is what we talked about earlier. Find out what it would cost, multiple options, whether you have a supplemental full-time staff added to your volunteer departments. It's typically, it's during the day that you're, having the most difficulty for people to answer a call. So that was originally estimated to be 50 to 75,000. That went to 44,000. We should have some data here in the next 2 to 3 months. And I think, formal recommendations within 6 months. They're gonna, have interactions with all of our local fire departments. So we've already met with our local representatives from our local fire departments, so they know that the questions are coming. And we're talking about trying to make sure that, you know, Jasper County has good coverage as a whole. We don't already, but as you all know, it's more difficult getting volunteers to, get time away from their jobs, or to have employers allow them to have time away from their jobs. And the issue we have in Jasper County is we have interstate 5 interchanges. And there are times that our fire departments are making, get back from a call and get another accident that they're running out to. So they answer all of our accidents and do extra fires. And then getting insurance to pay for those calls is difficult. So that's one of the ongoing issues we're dealing with, and we know that likelihood of additional impact of traffic in the county got to get handled.
Yeah, I think to echo that thought, you look at some of the state decisions right now, the elimination of township trustees. A lot of these volunteer fire departments are township driven. We're not only getting ahead of the curve, if that does happen, we know how to get that an understanding of what's going on with each township fire department. And if that elimination doesn't happen, it collectively gathers information for each individual department as fit the need.
No, I agree. It shows us a lot of the ins and outs of what it's going to take to keep these volunteer fire departments going if it doesn't happen. And it calls it out from an objective point of view by having this study. So I do support it and make a motion to initiate the contract.
We'll issue the contract, and when we have a hard time, we'll sign it. Clerk makes a motion to approve with second. Supported by Ryan. Any further discussion? No, all in favor, rest of the say aye.
Aye.
We do have a paper to sign here, which was for the regular contract that we already approved, I think, last meeting. So, just we'll sign that then. We're done. All right. If anybody related to county government, Ed, any other business from you? Okay. All right. I see some council here today. Anything from the council today? Okay. Assessor? You're good. Okay. All right.
We do have road school coming up, and Jeff and I, you guys, I don't know if you guys are participants of that, but that is coming up in March.
Okay.
So we'll be looking for an approval for that.
Okay. Do we want to handle that now, or we want to do that?
But we haven't got any information
Oh,
on
okay.
it, so it'll be coming out.
Don't bring it to us. Very good.
Hey, how's your salt inventory for the rest of the year?
What's that?
How's your salt inventory for the rest of the year?
Like everyone else. Low.
All right, for our normal operation, we do have a bit of time, if anybody wants to make public comment on any of the family topics, go ahead. You pose it.
Several years ago, with the Dunsford solar project, we had economic development money coming in. The first, payment, 3-year payment, 1.26 million, came in 25. At that time, there was, we did get 155,000 and came to the township, where, solar projects were. For the rural fund, ambulance service down in Remington. I'm just gonna say 50,000. There was a housing study for 50,000. It seems like there was one other thing, but at that time, you also committed an ambulance for the Jasper County EMS. The sidewalk replacement around the courthouse, although it was paid, I think, rainy day funds, you're taking it out of the second payment. The ambulance has to come out of the second payment because, there was enough ARPA funds to take your waterworks clear out to 1,000 here in Rensselaer. At probably the meeting after the joint meeting in October, November, whatever that was, there was some talk because there's still money coming in from that, plus I believe 5 years from the wind. So the total of those two projects is $10 million. But the spending was just flying before it ever came in. At a meeting after that, there was talk of possibly putting 90% of that money aside with standards as to how it could be used. I haven't heard anything since then about doing that. But what really concerns me now is this huge windfall that you will probably get. And how are you actually going to keep control of that? And I know you have plenty of time to figure that out, but I really think you need to have stuff in place. That's it.
Well, thank you, and actually, to answer your question, once we're gonna be able to start now advancing our discussion, we feel that those townships are gonna now receive magnitude more of investment to answer the concerns. As I mentioned to you before, those were some of the projects that came ahead of the line. You guys, that area is now in front of them. And we'll Mike will be able to tell you, as some of these conditions, these commitments that we talked about, they're gonna answer the very things that you talked about. So I always appreciate you though, keeping, even, and I believe it was, we were gonna set aside 30%. But we're now talking with, Sarah McDonald is gonna work with us to develop an internal coding system. And we're gonna work with, as we get the windfall, so to speak, Baker Tilly, figure out how to structure a long-term investment. And we've been talking with the council, we've been engaged with many of those guys. It's gonna be two bodies of us working this out, not just the commissioners telling them what to do. They're the fiscal body, and they've got ideas. We got some good numbers, guys, in the towns. So we're excited to figure out what that's gonna look like and be happy to tell that story.
And I do hear you on several occasions refer to Wheatville Township.
Well, we, and towns we feel as well, not just,
No, it's all in Kankakee Township.
well, my mistake.
It's referred to Wheatville and, what they had to go through for the solar and all of that, and it's actually a good township.
Thank you for the correction, I appreciate that.
Marion down here, 1946 Aspen Court, Vermont. Once again, I mentioned earlier that I'm in the buffer zone, so I'm not able to speak at the Vermont meetings. But there is an organization, there's a developer that's in the area at the old Neighbors, that went out of business. And, so there's Shilling, SCH, and I looked up Shilling, that they are a developer, and I have information on them right here, and they are into like setting up HOAs and covenants and so on. So I have a problem with that. I do not consent to HOAs. They have my private property. And also, what happened in Vermont with the setting up of corridors. I don't know if you guys realize, but when they set up a corridor, everything that borders that corridor, it doesn't have to be residential, it doesn't have to be private, whatever, it's going to be rezoned to commercial eventually. And what they did in Vermont was they set up ordinances that hamstrung the residences along residential property that was long, talking on Powell and Vermont. And granted, it's US 231, it's but it's causing problems. It's not a problem. I mean, talk about housing. I watched 3 houses get torn down. So
maybe.
we need more housing, but they're saying we need more housing. So I was looking at the comprehensive. And this is also the county.
So some of your companies, though, they're focused about the town anymore?
No, actually, now I'm getting to the county as part of the comprehensive plan. Because Shilling is located in Vermont at the old paper, but I looked at the comprehensive plan and it appears that they're going to be focused on the area that's the county along Route 10. So it's going to be in the area in the county that falls into the.
The old Davis location, are they gonna set up a lumberyard there, or what's,
As far as location goes, land maybe we utilize the existing building that's built today for some home building development. Yes, the 9 acres surrounding that is proposed for some home housing development, along with a couple other opportunities, my understanding, but that's still in the fall. That would still fall under the current mod jurisdiction. And that would still fall under the current mod, everything.
Okay, but my problem is I live in Vermont, I live in Buffers, so I don't have any say, but what's going to happen? But I think it's going to happen because it happened in Illinois. We're going to, set up all this stuff, we're going to get tax rates, we're going to, set up HOAs, we're going to start moving property rights. And then taxes are gonna fly up because everything's going to be like.
Yeah,
I need to set up stuff.
I
Taking stuff in time to water, right? So they were gonna set up more stuff, more water.
So thank you, Mary Ann, for the heads up on that. I think some of these topics of concern certainly wouldn't be bad idea if maybe had a conversation with, like, the Montana manager. Yeah, because that really affects that more directly, but I appreciate the comments, Mary Ann, and thank you for your diligence to get us information. So.
Okay, but the GCEO received $1,000. And I do not consent. And also, the EMS that was set up, I looked at, looking at comprehensive plan, and they did all sorts of, training sessions and stuff like that. Well, when they first set up to see out like what were the issues in Jasper County, I didn't see anything on there about having a problem, like they were concerned about EMS.
That's a growing concern. Funding and staffing for EMS services is a situation the county throughout the state of Indiana are dealing with. And getting those professional services and let alone there's a shortage on EMTs and medics. So we've been working with townships and the county to make sure that we have good consistent coverage, and then we know when the impact potential future developments, we're gonna have to rank that up. So that's why it's a very important topic, and it's on our radar. We're looking to make sure that we get that taken care of. So
Well, you talked about the funding, we started out when we first moved here, with about $200 a year, the EMS. So now we're up to over 3 million.
Exactly, because you can't expect to hire medics for $15 an hour anymore. Because we have competing services north of the river where they're paying more. So we've been working hard to keep a unified wage approach here in the county, because we've had folks shifting between the 3 services that we have for extra money. So we're trying to get all on the same page. And that's one of the things that currently we have 2 of our trustees are actively involved in managing EMS, and with pressure coming from the state, eventually force trustees to either be eliminated or consolidated. That's why we have to be in the conversation here. We can't, that's a service that you cannot be without, right? When you call 911, expect someone to be there in 2 minutes, whether it's fire, EMS, or law enforcement. So go ahead.
No, this has been a long, large transition, because I remember when I was a kid, Township was volunteer EMS service, as well as Wheatfield Township. So for them to be at the forefront of a full-time service today, and now looking at the possibilities, what the future may hold with growth, you're gonna see, right? There's no change. You've got to continually have support for people and the emergency services provided. So we've had a great wage made since the past where we are today.
And the lifetime on equipment is 3 to 4 years. So that's why you've got to be involved actively in this conversation now. So Marion, I want to thank you for your comments today. And you always know you're welcome to come to our meeting. So I do have one other point. I wanted to add a letter of thanks from Connection Center. Tourism gave them a $10,000 grant. And if any of you have been to the Vermont Connection Center, it's a really good place. They've got a cafe, but they've got basketball, pickleball, volleyball, walking path. It's a resource in the community that you definitely should take advantage of if you're up in that part of the county, for sure. So tourism board gave them a grant of $10,000, and Connection Center was just sending thank you regarding that, even though that's not directly associated with us. That money is associated with the county staff, which the county council did establish years ago. So, all right. If there's no other business, then. All right. Yeah, and is there anybody on Zoom?
Yeah, Franklin can go south or whatever. But Ed and his highway crew, this winter, I'm real happy with what I've seen from his folks getting out and taking care of the roads. Usually people don't hear it, but I'm gonna compliment services this winter. I thought they did a really good job when they got really cold. They did what they could, and the intersections that I went through were all gravel and pebbled, so salt and effective, salt anyway. But I thought they did a really good job, and it should be pat on the back. So that's it.
Frank, appreciate that. Yes. It's technically known as abrasives, right? That's what you're calling them?
Yeah, something.
Yeah. All right, so one of you gentlemen want to move and make a motion to adjourn this meeting. We are, however, going to call a special meeting on the 17th at our Starville location. Will not be a continuation of this one, to be its own meeting.
I'll make a motion to call a special meeting for.
Okay, you can, all right, all to adjourn this. All right, motion to adjourn by Ronnie, up second. Or by Craig. Any further discussion? Not on favor of third consent. It's basically just letting people know we're going to advertise the meeting on the second.
I got a little worried that.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Try to get that way.
I know there's some, but they need the whole darn package.